Hey y'all, happy Thursday. Time in California is 10:46 p.m. and I am going to do this on my vlog channel. I know that some of you guys who have access to my other monetized channel have noticed I have not been doing mukbangs a long while because I've been sick and trying to get it back together. I feel better now, but I'm still working on my appetite, so I'll be back. But I still have postings here and there, but not like how I used to. I'll be back in full order soon. Um, anyway, I hope everyone's had a well and copacetic day and staying safe, enjoying the sunlight, and that heat was something else. But I hope everyone had a great week. As for me, so a couple things here because I've been all over the place. If you hear music in the background and people laughing, whatever else, it's going down outside. So I'm confused because I took a nap earlier. It's been a long day, a productive but a long day. And so I took a nap and woke up and I hear gunshots and music playing. I'm saying like they're doing some like Mac Dre and all kinds of stuff. So Mr. Fab and Delinquents on one side. Then you have the salsa stuff on the other side. And I could do both because I'm mixing Mexican, black, Creole. I just do everything. I don't know. I was getting excited. I'm enjoying myself. But I'm like, what's going on? In the meantime, I hear gunshots, you know what I'm saying? Cherry bombs and shit going off in the background. It's going down. I feel like I'm in World War III. But in the meantime, everybody's celebrating. I don't know what, but it's going down. Everybody's kicking it right now. So I'm not mad. Don't disturb the groove right now. It's almost 11 o'clock, but hey, do you think? Anyway, so a few things, you guys. Um, just a quick journal entry for me. As I watch my candles dance and they're almost out, I need to reset my altar. I have some praying to do and reset some things. For those of you guys who are interested in, you know, it kind of kills me because everyone keeps doing this hoopla and talking about what's going on with the movement and what happened with George Floyd and all this other stuff and being mad from the background. But what are you doing? Be the change you want to see. So have you guys done anything other than sit there and talk and yap about the shit? I don't care if you're signing petitions or donating or showing up for peaceful protests, do something. But what moves have you made other than your mouthpiece? You feel me? Some of you guys saw me last weekend or last Friday. It was going down. And I'm going back tomorrow with my chapter for NAACP if they'll give me the information. So those of you guys who are interested, I'm still waiting to hear back from them, trying to get it organized because San Francisco had it lit for their thing for NAACP. Peaceful, wonderful, no problems, but still made a statement. Oakland's chapter is dragging their feet, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on, but we're doing something tomorrow. When I find out, inbox me or text me, and I'll let you know the details, but I will be there after work. The peaceful protest, because when it gets dark, that's when the shit starters come out and it turns to a whole different story. But it's actually even that slowed down because people are realizing there's a difference between protesting and rioting. I saw it for myself. I was in the middle of that shit. You're already considered savages and like animals. So why are you acting like what they're stereotyping as? And people that came in to do that stuff and looting and breaking into shit, I saw it myself and stuff being set on fire. 2 officers got shot that were at the state building, at Ron Dellum's building. Like, what the fuck did that do to you? You feel me? We're defeating the purpose. What are you really doing? People just come to fuck shit up and not for the cause, or have the intent to sit there and steal cars and all this other shit with a different agenda. It's not for the cause. You're doing it for a selfish gain, for another motive. And majority of those people that were doing that, it wasn't even really our people. It was mostly other cultures, the anarchy, all this other stuff going on. But yet we're going to catch the flack for this shit. But there has to be a different way. I know we're angry. I know we're tired. Even for our men, for my son, for my brothers, my fratters, baby daddy, exes, whatever the hell else. I've seen too much. I know what my daddy went through. It's real. But there has to be a different way to show our voice. And let me say this too. I have to correct myself because on an earlier post, I said that for the person who killed George Floyd, the main officer, you know, the manslaughter third degree was not good enough by far. And because he had run into that dude before, at first, I don't say he deserved to have first-degree murder because, you know, he intended to sit there and fuck dude off. You feel me? But as I look at the video again, I had to study that and how everything played out. Second degree probably is the appropriate charge for him. And I'm glad those other officers got picked up. They all need to be held accountable because they saw something and didn't do anything about it. And watch this man die. They cuffed him while he was dead. You feel me? So whatever we fight for and speak is not just even about him. And I love, and let me tell you, I'm not trying to get emotional because I'm seeing a lot. I'm venting right now. But for Brother George Floyd's daughter, you know, it hurt me, and I get it deeply with love, that she had her chest out when she said it, that her daddy changed the world. Her daddy's death still changed the world. It did. It did. I will tell you that when I was out there last Friday, that I have never seen that much unity among us cultures. It wasn't just our people, our black people. Chicanos, Latinos, Asians, a lot of Caucasians too, but we all came together in unity. People see the injustice. And we're tired of this shit. George Floyd is the one that broke the straw in the camel's back. So what I loved about his daughter is, I'm going to tell you a true story and not doing a stop story, not trying to make it about me, but I realized some things. And I love my sisters. I talk to them. That's another story too. I love my sisters. Each one of us have a mission. We have a mission down here. So I'm a daddy's girl. And some of you guys know or remember my daddy was shot on his birthday in front of his house, and his second wife, the one he wanted out on his birthday and trying to divorce from, who has some issues. And go figure, she has the same birthday as my mama, who's also crazy, who I have a restraining order against, had my daddy murdered. And my daddy knew. And it killed me because things my dad asked me to do before his murder, he knew it was coming. I blame myself because every time I saved the world, he brought her back. And it's the one time I did not let, I did one part, but I didn't finish what was ordered of me. And I blame myself so much for that for years. And I'll never forget, because she took away my everything. Let me say that George Floyd's death was not in vain. As we all have a purpose. You know, it wasn't until the year after my dad's murder, and I was still going through grief. And my big bro Lawrence, who's also an angel now, his mother passed away in October a year later. That hit him hard too. Mother, a beautiful woman. But for Lawrence and his family, they're very spiritually deep. And knowing his father, his brothers, and they had an uncle from, I don't know, is it Michigan? Michigan. He was a pastor. So I'll never forget that for his mother's funeral, I was there. A year later after my daddy passed, I'm trying to make sense of how life works, because it's like, why those people get snatched away from me this fast and they were not supposed to go? Like, you took away my everything. That person served a purpose. And so I put in perspective that something profound that Lawrence's uncle said in the eulogy about his mother is that we all have a mission. And it comes to a point that when your mission is complete, it's time to go home. Don't know how we're going to go. It just happens. It's predestined, but stuff happens. But that mission was served. And it's a life-changing thing, not just to one, to many. And for Daddy, I'll never forget what Daddy said the weekend before his murder. He was like, if I had to leave today, Tamara, that I did everything I wanted to, and I'll be very okay. And so for George Floyd, I look at that, and I see why his daughter said what she said. Because her father was amazing. I see that. Nobody's perfect. We all have flaws, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? He had a good life. But for him to die and sacrifice his life the way it happened, and I did not know until I heard Al Sharpton today on the memorial sit there and talk about how he was. I know he was crying for his mom. I didn't know his mama was dead. Fuck me up. But for his death, there is so much of a new life that's been awakened for all of us in a reality, and fighting for just cause, and sparking food for thought, and growing as a people. And so he was life-changing, not just to the United States, as we're protesting all over the place, but even other countries. It was because of what happened to him. He opened up. Who was that? Oh, that can wait. I'm gonna call him later tomorrow. He can wait. But he sparked a movement. Not just for this generation, but the old school generation, you know what I'm saying? We're back awake. Now let's go ahead and pick up where we left off. It's time to do the right thing. Now, what troubles me about this is that, you know, out of all this going on, Obama spoke up and said something. Al Sharpton was lit with that memorial today. It was going down. How me tore up. I was feeling all kinds of church going on. But in no point in time have I seen number 45 or Fuckster, Trumpster, do anything with compassion for this situation. He's more acting like a slave master, talking about you better get these people in order, this, that, and the other. And it's consistent with his nature. His daddy was KKK. He does not like people of color anyway. We're just property or whatever. We don't even matter. But his actions show. So how is it our former president is speaking up and showing some type of compassion, and everybody else is, even Biden is, and our own, that 45 is not doing shit. He's more pro, like, just reinforce whatever's going on and just fuck black people. You feel me? And so I have a couple friends on here who voted for 45 in the beginning, and I try to understand why I question this shit. I was trying to still be cool with you. If you vote for him this term, we can never associate ever again, blood. I'm serious. The fuck is wrong with you? That says a lot about your character. And I had a conversation with my sister earlier, and I love her so much. I'm so proud of her. She's life-changing. That's my little yum-yum. She makes me happy. But we had a strong discussion earlier, and I respect what she was saying. I'm just saying that regardless of how you feel, maybe I'm more old school, your voice counts. The way I was raised, even my father, our grandparents, ancestors have died for the right to vote, even for women. So I don't care if it's Biden versus Trump or whatever the fuck's going on. I will vote for a nacho chip over Trump. You understand? We made this mistake last time, people saying that fuck this, I'm not voting for shit. But when the shit happens like they happened this term, I'm gonna sit there and be like, you know what, you earned that ass whoop because you didn't say anything. Your voice counts, so I'm encouraging everybody to vote. I understand about black rights, this, that, and the other, but I prefer Biden. That's the only choice we have between Biden and Trump. I'm voting for Biden. I know he already rocked in the White House, so he kind of has he knows what's going on. Vice presidents have a different role than presidents, but he still saw a lot. And he still has insight with Obama too. Oh, we good. Even though my son did make an observation, though, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about stuff because I don't know if Biden got a hold of a black girl or something. You know what I'm saying? Got a little soul in him now. I don't know what's going on. But he's appealing more to his blackness is starting to come out. That's interesting. But at least he's reaching out. Everybody has said something about the situation with compassion and empathy, except for Trump. So all the stuff that's going on coming forward, I really am surprised that man's not dead yet. I'm going to leave that there. Now, I remember the Simpsons episode. I'm just saying, the Simpsons. So aside from that, so about my job, so I'm going to show you guys some things. So since I returned to work, I'm reclassified, same type of role as far as like performance, but just different position. And where I'm sitting down behind a computer and mostly on the phone most times, I meet people every once in a while. My job had, they sent a list of my job functions to my cardiologist and my doctor to confirm and give clearance for before I return to work. And so I can do everything. I'm cool. Nothing's changed. I'm back to normal. I'm feeling hella good. But as a role has changed, they didn't sit there. There's a lack of communication going on between supervisors and departments. So we have a problem now because what I'm looking at right now, hold on, you guys. So you guys know I have chicken legs, right? I have chicken leg, like drumstick legs, kind of like Tina Turner, hella muscular. And like my legs are slender but muscular, and I have small ankles. So my ankles have never swollen up like this. Unless I start on my feet for a long time. So I look like this right now. Hold on. So you guys see how swollen my ankles are? That is not normal. I have like my toes look like Vienna sausages. That's not normal. And so what's causing this, I found out because I thought it was just because I didn't take my medication for the past couple days because everything was closed down because of the demonstrations. But realistically, when I started back to work since last Tuesday, they just started swelling. But because my new role is I'm still doing the same thing I was before, they're trying to break me in and have me retrain, even though I caught it just like that, but still learning the new updates. They have me more on my feet all day. All day. So my doctor said he restricted me from just occasional standing about up to no more than 3 hours. So standing, walking around, whatever else, is most time on the computer. That's cool. And that's what the department put in there. And he always worried about me and my walking because even before they cleared me for work, you know, there's times that baby daddy or Dante had to sit there and help me walk to get around because I walk, my balance is not right. Sometimes I shake about on my feet too long, but it's because of my condition and medications, or sometimes my legs would give out. And so I'm cool with all that. The only thing is I'm cool with all that. All that's done now. I'm good. I can walk and just keep it strutting. Don't matter if it's heels or flats, whatever. But in being on my feet that long, for more than that 3 hours, occasionally it turned to 4 to 6 hours constant standing up. And so my ankles start to swell up. Like, you can't have chicken legs with some cankles. That doesn't make sense. I don't know. It's not working for me. And so my doctor, who's also my ex, don't trip, he was pissed because he checks in on me ever since I've been back to work. He still checks in every once in a while. But I let him know, like, my ankles are swollen. What the hell is going on? He's like, you know, have you been standing on your feet so long? And I told him what I'm doing. He's like, no, that's not what I signed up for. That's not what I gave you to do. And so I'm like, well, what are you talking about? And so he shows me the thing that he signed from my job. And I'm supposed to do certain things, but they have me doing something else. And he was like, y'all didn't sit there and listen to me, so now we have a problem. He was pissed because that was his art piece. So as it stands now, I still have my job, but they have to restructure because they said, uh-oh, we didn't see that part, and I didn't know. But yeah, you did know because you produced the paper, but you had me doing something else, but y'all didn't plan right. So everything comes down to communication. So I talked to my immediate supervisor. She had no idea what the fuck, because the department's the one who approved that paper to give to my doctor. And so they're trying to restructure things. I could still do my job, just put me in a chair, and I could still sit there and relieve people and stand up and do some stuff, but I can't do that full day standing up. Like, I'm cool, I look cool, I have hella energy, but my body is saying, nah, bitch, sit your ass down. So, I'll be back to work tomorrow, hopefully, after I have another Zoom conference with my doctor, and get cleared. But he really is upset because whatever he agreed to is not what's happening now, and it's my fault too, because I didn't read the paper. I just forwarded it to him. I didn't know. I could do everything else, but that one part, he was pissed. He was like, no, you're messing up my artwork. Okay, I'm sorry. So what else is there? Before I go to bed, I'm going to send text messages to my sisters for reasons. I love doing the video conference. I love my sisters. I'm very proud of them. My dating life, I appreciate my auntie too, by the way. My across the way neighbor, who I've known before but didn't know we knew each other. I just really am happy with her. What else is there? My dating life, I'm not ready. I'm going to keep it within the family. Even with that, I don't know. I haven't been touched in a while. There's a lot going on in my life right now. And this is the problem here. So as a Libra, and see, Leo says you'll get this because you attract people to, like, I don't know, you have it stronger than I do. It's in your pores. You just radiate some stuff. I don't know. It's just like, what's up? But just because people are friendly and nice and just kind and just warm-spirited does not mean they're always flirting with you. Do you understand? But a lot of people tend to take it as that. So the other day, I'm sitting on my way home, and I happen to attract, I'm just sitting minding my own business, face mask on, just chilling. I'm a Libra. I'm special edition, though. And I attract two other Libras. And so one old school dude, he went to a barber by appointment, and he's telling me he's showing off his look. It was looking good. It was looking good. And so this youngster was sitting there looking at me, little light-skinned self, little green eyes. And so this is the thing we have here. So I'm not looking, I just talk to everybody. I'll talk to babies. I'll talk to senior citizens. I'll talk to the homeless. I'll talk to, like, you know what I'm saying, everybody, Father God, whatever's going on. Sister Mary Clarence, I don't know. I just love everybody. But dude, I like dude's auras. I'm picking up some energy. I'm like, okay, what's going on? So he kind of looks like Tamala Mann's husband. I forgot his name. From Tyler Perry's show. You know what I'm saying? Meet the Mans. He reminds me of him, but yeah. So anyway, so we're sitting down, and so on the way home, and he's like talking. Everybody has a face mask on. So we're sitting there just chilling. And he's talking. I thought that he knew the other Libra, okay, so the older Libra, OG Libra, he's 60, and he's a widower, and he has 4 kids. 2 passed away. He has 4 grandkids, and his oldest daughter is 2 years younger than me. Leave that there. I will learn your life story in less than 5 minutes. And then we have the younger Libra, who is also a Libra. But see, okay, so old school OG Libra is a September Libra, which is different than October Libra. So October Libra is a few days away from me, you know what I'm saying? He was like, what's up? That's why he's so sassy, but he was a youngster. And so I thought they knew each other because they were talking shit, but they still was talking to me at the same time. I'm like, what's going on? And a youngster Libra, so for old school Libra, I am 2 years older than his oldest daughter, and I'm 42. Youngster Libra, he is 2 years older than my son. He look way younger than that. I just sit there and check his ID. So as we're talking about stuff, and OG Libra retired from AC Transit, he sit there showing me his credentials, all kinds of stuff going on. And then youngster trying to sit there and get in the mix too. And I got both phone numbers. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. But everybody's looking for a job and to get back into like the industry and all kinds of stuff. It was funny. Don't ask. Some of you guys would kick it with me offline. No, I just attract all kinds of shit out of nowhere. I just be sitting there minding my business. But anyway, I'm not entertaining youngster Libra because he had intentions elsewhere. I'm not fucking with no more youngsters. No, I need some gray hair, some belly, you know what I'm saying? Some man boobs. I need some grayness. I need some grown folksness, you know what I'm saying? I need some experience. So, old school Libra calls me the night before last. That same night. And we're talking on the phone for about an hour. And so I'm noticing a couple things too. I think that because of my last relationship, I'm looking back on my past relationships, I'm evaluating a lot and I'm choosing better and things I just don't want to deal with. Yeah, they're acting a fool out here in Oakland by East Mom. But see, this is where I go with sales pitch versus your true nature. And it's not a bad thing. The story of my life is that there's something about me and they have this instant connection with me. I get it. I just choose wisely. But he told me, we're talking for about an hour. I mostly listened while he talked. And it's nice to get to know people, not knocking that. And as he was married for 30 years, the same person twice, and I heard everything, the whole story. He really is a good guy. But within that whole conversation, the first night, he's looking for love, and he's a Libra, and I'm picking up this energy. There's a whole difference between September Libras and October Libras. And I could tell it's not going to work. He's being too clingy. It's high maintenance. I'm trying to breathe right now and just chill. Can't we just be friends? Go out and go have some lunch. Even with that, he wanted to hang out with lunch yesterday, and I canceled because I just was feeling some type of way. Sometimes your soul knows some things before you do. I'm hearing gunshots. What in the fuck? Anyway, but he's already starting off on a clinky note. And it's not bad. I just say, just take your time. My thing is that for all relationships I've gotten into, whether it be my ex, which is baby daddy, or exes before that, when they sit there and latch in, even that first meeting, it's a wrap. You're in my web. And not trying to. So I just want to take my time and just get to know people, but not an automatic jump, be locked into something. And he's already doing these jabs about the over-possessive thing, and I don't know, it was all bad. So I canceled on seeing him yesterday. And then we talked this morning because I did respond back. He sent me a message. And my soul is saying he's a good guy, but it's just not time and he's not the one. I need to work on me. So I meant what I said, that as I am still untouched by choice, I'm choosing wisely. You can get hit on all day long, but I'm choosing wisely. I am keeping things within my inner circle or clique. So when it's time, it's going to be somebody. It's going to be a Libra one way or another. Or maybe a Leo diva. I don't know. But I'm not ready to date. It's nice to attract, but just not everybody's looking for the same thing. You feel me? And so I still have to let dude know, that's the least I gotta do, because he's already vulnerable and open. He opened up a lot. He was expecting to come over today just to spend time and talk in person. I still have something to do for him on a business end, professional. But and I'm funny about letting people over. I'm funny about letting people know where I live for reasons. But I'm not looking for. I'm not what his heart needs. Sometimes what you may want is not what you need. So he sees this pretty young thing, and he needs constant reassurance too. So I'm already seeing where this is about to go. Because he's handsome, don't get me wrong, but some people need constant reassurance, and I'm already feeling it, because if he talks all the time about himself and never asks you anything about you, that says a lot, because conversation's supposed to go two ways, right? So I'm just taking inventory about things and just studying. It's not to say he's bad, and I know he hasn't been out in a while, so he's probably just very zealous right now, but I can't afford any newcomers. So aside from that, life is good. It feels good to be back to work. I love my 1 hour lunches, you know what I'm saying? I love catching up with my sisters. I'm grateful for those who surround me. And I want to say something else too that had me fucked up. Because even though I say I'm okay, let me just say that it's okay to say that you're not okay, but you will be okay. And so even with this breakup that I've been trying to break up for the longest time, I think it's just a principality of matters and just trying to readjust. I'm not ready to date, and I'm okay, but still not quite okay. And I think that with what I saw tonight, it it still hurts. So I'm gonna keep my heart protected, and rather than sit there and do rebound and jump into anything else new, let me work on me. If I need to have an itch scratch, you know what I'm saying, I'll sit there and call somebody within the fam. But keeping with people I can trust and who are immune to my energy, that won't sit there and fucking turn stalker, clinger, addicted, and go ape shit. But just taking this time day by day. I am praying for our world. Pandemic is almost over, and I know it's been overly done in the news on some things too, even as my doctor confirmed too. But we still have to wear a mask and all this other stuff. But my life is going good. I'm just sending love out to those who surround me. So anyway, you guys, with that being said, time is 11:15. And I am going to make some nice chamomile tea with some honey. And probably eat some watermelon. And I'll respond to dude in the morning and just shut him down. Not to hurt his feelings. That's the key thing, to do things with compassion. Because he did nothing wrong. I'm just not ready. And I know he has good intentions. And like, you know, he kind of flipped out because when I talked to him this morning, I didn't talk to him yesterday because he was trying to wait for me in the area, and he wanted to have lunch with me, all this other stuff. But I went home and stayed home because my ankles were swollen. But even so, he was trying to make his way to me, but I didn't respond because I was asleep at that time. Around 7 times he sent me a message, still thinking of me, whatever else. And so when I woke up this morning, I responded back to him. But because he's older, he has this automatic assumption that I'm a scammer. But then he talks to me, sees how educated I am. He feels better, but he's doing the same thing that all my exes did. I don't like that. I don't know. That's kind of scary. Calm your ass down. I don't know. Slow down. I'm not a scammer just because I don't talk to you. Libras need air. He's a Libra, so I have to remind him of that too. Libras sometimes like air and space, and sometimes you just shut down. I just went to shutdown mode. I just needed time to myself. It happens. Doesn't mean I'm fucking around on you or I have evil intentions. And he got it. But he also has insecurities because I am much younger than him. And I've been through this before. I cannot date another gunshot. My age range of dating, whoever I move forward with, is going to be my same age. Someone in my clique is going to be a homie or a friend, one way or the other. Preferably, where it's safe. Not even dating, I don't even want to date. Just like hang and kick it every once in a while. Still have a connection, but like just be chill. But whatever age range is going to be from my age and maybe up to 55. But like, I'm not doing any more way older men. I can't do that anymore. My last ex was 20. My last ex-husband was 20 years older than me. And that was a shit show because I was a trophy piece. And I felt like Miss Seeley from The Color Purple and The Help. But that was too much. And they start to act like they're your daddy rather than your partner, your mate. And I don't need that shit. I'm looking for a team player, not looking for a daddy. You feel me? You're not my dad. And it's kind of weird because, I don't know, I went this before with my ex-husband too, that as I was with him, if you guys remember Prince Charming or Steve, his oldest daughter was younger than me too, like by a couple years, and it just was very uncomfortable. On top of that, I was black too. Wasn't very comfortable. But I just don't want any drama. Just somebody who has it together and equally yoked. So, not ready for a relationship. I am in heat. I'm happy. My ankles are swollen. I'm happy with the outcome for what happened with George Floyd's case as far as second-degree murder. I hope it sticks for all 4 of those officers. I'm glad for the change. I'm glad for unity. I'm glad that people slowed their asses down and stopped the riots so much, as it was a horrible show last week compared to what we're seeing this week. As we have to use our intelligence, our minds. We're kings and queens, so act as such. I am very happy with the memorial service. I love them. I'm very proud of my sisters. I love my auntie. I love those that surround me. And I'm a happy camper otherwise. Anyway, you guys have a good day. Have a good night. It's 11:21. Take care. God bless and peace profound.